special message regarding the rise of the deadly new coronavirus in China. This illness is what scientists believe to be a type of pneumonia caused by a previously unidentified coronavirus, which are a class of viruses that can cause mild respiratory illnesses such as the common cold. However, at least 2 previously identified coronaviruses have caused more severe diseases such as the severe acute respiratory syndrome, also known as SARS, and MERS, the Middle East Respiratory Syndrome. This particular virus is very easily transferable from person to person, and that one carrier can affect a large number of people. And now with more than 400 million Chinese that are traveling for the Lunar New Year, it'll spread rapidly, so it's being dubbed a super spreader. This virus was first emerged in the Wuhan, China on December 31st and has spread to many other areas around China as well as Vietnam and Singapore. And as of today, Friday, January 24th, 1 confirmed case and 1 other possible case in the United States. In China, hundreds have become ill, about 800 as of today, while at least 27 have died. The virus originated in the city of Wuhan, which has approximately 11 million people, and it seems to have come from one of its fish and meat markets where they were selling exotic animals for consumption. The Chinese authorities have since closed down the market and disinfected the streets and have now quarantined the city of Wuhan, where no one is allowed to travel in or out. Other major cities in China, including Beijing, have put a ban on all large gatherings during the upcoming Lunar New Year's festival. The World Health Organization is deciding if this is going to be considered a global health emergency. However, according to Dr. Guan Yi, a virologist who helped identify SARS back in 2003, he said it's a bigger outbreak is certain, and conservatively that this outbreak could be 10 times bigger than SARS epidemic. Guan also told the reporter, "I've seen it all. Bird flu, SARS, influenza A, swine fever, and all the rest. But the Wuhan pneumonia makes me feel extremely powerless. Most of the past epidemics were controllable, but this time I'm petrified." As of right now, the Wuhan officials are calling the situation a state of war. Airports around the world, including the United States, have put in special screenings measures to detect if passengers arriving from China have a fever. However, with a 14-day incubation period, we don't know right now how many people have already come into this country that have been infected and have yet to display symptoms. As I already mentioned, 1 case has been identified in Washington State, and now there's a suspected case in Texas. Many people are asking me, "Dr. Breiner, is it going to spread across the U.S., and what can I do about it?" Well, the answer is, right now we don't know if it's going to spread throughout the United States, but the CDC has already issued guidelines on how travelers can protect themselves. Besides avoiding traveling to Wuhan, China, here's what some of their other recommendations are if one is traveling to China in general. So avoiding contact with sick people, avoiding animals, that live or dead, markets that sell the animals and uncooked meats, making sure you're washing your hands with soap and water for at least 20 seconds or having used an alcohol-based sanitizer if the water's not available. And if you've traveled to China in the last 14 days, you're feeling sick, fever, coughing, difficulty breathing, seek medical attention right away but before you go to the doctor, they're saying call ahead, tell them about your recent travels and your symptoms, right? You don't want to spread this to other people if it can be avoided. So avoid contact with others and don't travel while you're sick. Covering your mouth and nose is really important, not your hands when you're coughing or sneezing. And again, washing the hands often is very, very important. And if you're doing any air travel right now, I would suggest bringing one of these types of face masks to help protect you from various airborne pathogens, to protect yourself and protect others as well. And as there's no treatment right now for this virus other than palliative care, what can one do from a naturopathic and holistic point of view? Well, the most important thing to do would be to bolster your immune system as much as possible. And some of these measures are as simple as getting plenty of sleep and reducing your consumption of refined sugars. But get plenty of vitamin C. And for the average person right now, I try and get between 3 and 5 grams per day. Zinc, selenium, vitamin A, vitamin E, vitamin D, they're all really important. I'll tell you a little bit more about vitamin D in a second, but Herbal formulas such as Designs for Health Immunotone Plus. It contains like echinacea, golden seal, antigraphis, green tea extracts, other immune boosting mushroom extracts. It can really help make your immune system more vital, more resilient. Vitamin D levels are super important for your immune system, and getting your vitamin D levels in ideal range of 60 to 80 nanograms per deciliter can be the difference from getting sick or not. One study had found that those with adequate levels of vitamin D had a much lower incidence of contracting the flu. If you don't know your vitamin D levels, we can test this for you, or you can have your primary care doctor order the test. We even have high-dose vitamin D injectables of vitamin D3 to rapidly get your blood levels up. If you go to our website right now, www.wholebodymed.com, go to the supplements section, and there you can order from our Designs for Health web portal the immune support packs. These packs have many of the beneficial immune boosting supplements all in one packet for you and your family to use. One of the quickest ways to get high doses of nutritional support is through intravenous routes. We have special immune support and immune boosting IVs available right now. Prevention is the best, but even if you get sick, these IVs can be a lifesaver. Just speak to anyone who has had a serious infection and how a high-dose vitamin C has helped them. So I highly, highly recommend you scheduling an IV drip today to make sure you've supersaturated your cells with the cofactors that are needed to fight off infections. Well, here at the Breiner Center, we're always looking for new and innovative ways to bring people to better health. And there are many more tools in our tool chest that we can use to help fight infections, whether they be chronic infections like Lyme disease or acute infections like a flu or the coronavirus. And I will hopefully do some more posts in the coming days and weeks as we know more about this virulent coronavirus. So in the meantime, book your appointment today and have a great and healthy day.